Since arriving in Spain, Jude Bellingham has set La Liga alight, scoring and creating goals whilst Real Madrid compete for the biggest prizes. But what happens if you bring him to the club during the Galáctico era, almost 20 years earlier? Let's find out. We're back in 2005. This is the exact same version of Jude from FM24. Despite being just 20 years old, he is a force. And it's a good job he is, because he's going to be playing alongside some fantastic players. We're going to deploy the Englishman as an attacking mid, and also an 8, depending on the fitness of Zidane. No doubt he is still a quality player, but probably can't play twice a week at the age of 33. With the 4-2-3-1, we're going to play with as much width as possible, with Raul and David Beckham. Also, both of our fullbacks have been encouraged to get up the field as much as possible and overlap. It's a little strange though, there's not that much depth on the bench. Julio Baptista is probably our best backup option, having just joined from Sevilla. I'm going to play through this season. Let's see what happens. It didn't take long for Bellingham to make an impact. Just 11 minutes into his debut, Raul finds space on the right wing. His cross is met by the Englishman in the middle for the game's only goal. His next goal came a month later, away against Zaragoza. Once again, Raul was the architect. Breaking away, he squared the ball perfectly for Jude. With almost a third of the season gone, we were unbeaten, but probably drawing a few too many games. For the first Clásico, we faced Barcelona at the Bernabéu. I mixed up the formation a little for this game, going with the midfield diamond. And it looked like that was going to pay off. As the game drew to a close, with some nice link-up, we find Beckham out on the right wing. His perfect cross was met, and we took the lead. Unfortunately, 10-man Barca would equalise in the last minute. The following game, our unbeaten run came to an abrupt end. At almost the halfway stage of the season, we find ourselves in 6th place. Let's step away from La Liga briefly and see what happened in other competitions. Our Copa del Rey run was short-lived. After a costly missed penalty in regulation, Bilbao would triumph. The Champions League offered another opportunity for a trophy. Bellingham would score his first goal in the competition in a 3-1 victory against Slavia Prague. With one group stage game remaining, we needed a victory to progress. Once again, the Czech side were beaten and were into the knockout stages. Against a star-studded Bayern Munich, we were going to need to be at our best. Jude Bellingham converted another penalty and we went to Germany in a commanding position. Despite losing 1-0, we moved into the quarter-finals, where we'd face a future Real Madrid manager, Jose Mourinho. After a costly error by John Terry, Bellingham provides the pass to Ronaldo. We secure a 4-4 draw, moving on away goals. After securing a 2-0 victory at home, we went to Anfield in a commanding position. Bellingham would open the scoring from the penalty spot. This was the game's only goal. We were on our way to a European final. Buffon, Zambrotta, Cannavaro, Juventus has assembled a serious team here, but the opening was made by Zlatan, lax marking by Ivan Helguera, and the Italian side had the lead. Sadly, that was the game's only goal. Let's get back to La Liga though, and after an upturn in form, there could be a chance for silverware. A top-of-the-table clash against Atletico offered a chance for revenge. A goal of the season contender here. After Sergio Ramos wins the ball back, Bellingham finds the perfect through ball. With Ronaldo in on goal, he converts the chip. We went on to win 3-1. Remarkably, with 57 points after 30 games, we find ourselves joint top of the league. With Barcelona just 2 points behind, the second Clásico of the season had big ramifications. We would triumph 3-2, the best goal of the game coming from Raul, who was found with a perfect cross at the back post. With 6 games remaining, we found ourselves in a strong position. Jude would score the final goal of his season against Valencia. After a Ronaldo breakaway, the keeper saved, but a fortuitous bounce led the ball to the Englishman. On the final La Liga matchday, we needed just 1 point to be crowned Spanish champions. Ronaldo would open the scoring after just 3 minutes, before a David Guiza equaliser. With Atletico Madrid leading, it was going to be a tense second half. But with a 1-1 draw, the La Liga trophy was ours, beating out our City rivals by just 1 point. Overall, Bellingham finishes the season with a respectable 15 goals and assists in 48 appearances. He wasn't just effective at scoring, He finishes the season having completed nearly 80% of his 1,316 passes. He also averaged around 2 tackles per game. Even now, at the age of just 20, Jude Bellingham has proved his qualities in the Spanish capital. As he grows and develops further, who knows what the ceiling could be for this level of talent. Thank you for watching this video.